Today was supposed to be the day I had everything. The penthouse, the company, and Victoria Sinclair as my wife. I had the perfect ring for the perfect woman, or so I thought. Victoria was meeting me at 7 p.m. sharp. The rooftop restaurant, the champagne on ice, the photographer hidden in the corner. I'd orchestrated every detail like a business deal, because that's what I did. I controlled everything.
While he was planning his perfect proposal, I was on my hands and knees scrubbing the floors of his empire. My name is Elena Martinez. I'm invisible to men like Nathan Cross. My mother always told me, "Mija, work with dignity. Every job is honorable." But sometimes dignity doesn't pay the hospital bills. I'd cleaned his office 100 times, never touched anything, never even looked at his things. But that evening, everything changed. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, like a tiny captured star. I knew I shouldn't. I knew it was wrong. But for just 1 second, I wanted to feel like someone else. Someone whose life was full of light instead of darkness. Just for a moment, I told myself. Just to see how it feels. How the other half lives. But the universe has a cruel sense of humor. The ring wouldn't come off.
I came back for the ring. I had 15 minutes before Victoria arrived. Everything had to be perfect. Then I saw her, the cleaning girl, wearing my future. What the hell are you doing?
Sir, I'm sorry. I can explain.
Explain? Explain? You're stealing my engagement ring.
In that moment, I saw my entire life flash before me. My mother in the hospital, my little apartment, my job, everything gone because of one stupid mistake.
I'd been planning this Instagram moment for weeks. #proposal goals, luxury life, Mrs. Cross. I just needed the ring and the photos.
Victoria, I can't explain. She was trying to steal.
I can see what she was trying to do. The question is, why is my ring on her finger?
It's stuck. I tried it on for just a second, and it won't come off. Please, I wasn't stealing it.
Oh, how convenient. A cleaning girl just accidentally tries on a $50,000 ring.
I should have believed her. The terror in her eyes was real. But I was too angry, too focused on my perfect plan falling apart. I should have believed her. The terror in her eyes was real. But I was too angry, too focused on my perfect plan falling apart. Fine, I don't care how you do it, but you're getting that ring off now. Victoria and I have somewhere to be.
He dragged me to the storage room at the end of the hall, said we'd force it off there, away from everyone's eyes, away from witnesses.
Try soap, try oil. I don't care if you have to cut it off your finger. That ring is worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
Victoria was furious. She didn't care about Elena's suffering. She only cared about her missed reservation, her ruined Instagram moment. Nathan reached for the door handle, but when he tried to turn it, nothing. The door was locked. They were trapped. Nathan remembered. The maintenance crew had warned him about these old storage rooms, doors that locked randomly, but he'd been too busy, too important to care. Now, karma had come calling. Meanwhile, Miguel, the night security guard, sat in his office watching the monitors. Something caught his eye. The penthouse office light was still on. That was strange. Back in the storage room, Victoria unleashed her rage. She pointed her perfectly manicured finger at Elena like a weapon. Nathan tried calling security, but there was no signal. The concrete walls blocked everything. They were completely cut off from the world. Victoria slid down the wall dramatically, more concerned about her dress than their situation. Elena stood there, trembling, apologizing over and over. Then, Victoria said the words that changed everything. "Shut up. No one wants to hear your sob story." And something inside Elena broke. For the first time in her life, Elena stopped apologizing for existing. She stepped forward and told them her truth. Elena's mother was dying of stage 4 cancer. The treatments cost $8,000 a month. Elena worked 3 jobs, cleaning offices at night, waiting tables in the morning, babysitting on weekends. She hadn't slept more than 4 hours in 6 months. She saw that ring, and for one moment, just one moment, she wanted to feel what it's like to have something beautiful. She wasn't going to steal it. She just wanted to pretend. Then Elena said the words that shattered Nathan's heart. "In 2 hours, visiting hours at the hospital end. Tonight might be the last time I can tell my mother I love her while she can still hear me." Complete silence. No one moved. Nathan's face showed something no one had seen before: vulnerability. His own mother had died 3 years ago while he was too busy in a meeting to answer her calls. Nathan made a decision. Rosa Martinez, Elena's mother, was going to hear her daughter say "I love you" tonight. He promised. Victoria couldn't believe it. "You're going to break the door in your Tom Ford suit for her?" Nathan turned and looked at his fiancée, really looked at her, perhaps for the first time. Nathan's answer was simple: yes, for her. Then he turned back to the door and raised the crowbar. With every strike, Nathan wasn't just breaking a door, he was breaking the version of himself who'd let his mother die alone, the version who cared more about appearances than people. Victoria screamed at him to stop. "You're ruining everything, the proposal, the photos, our future." But Nathan didn't even look at her. He was focused on only one thing: freedom. One final massive swing. The lock mechanism shattered. The door burst open. Light flooded into the dark storage room. And there stood Miguel, the security guard, keys in hand, completely shocked. Miguel stared at the scene before him. Nathan holding a crowbar in a destroyed suit, Victoria filming in fury, Elena crying in relief. Nathan dropped the crowbar and made a decision that would change everything. Nathan pulled his Mercedes keys from his pocket and tossed them to Miguel. "Drive Miss Martinez to Mercy Hospital right now. Use my car." Elena's face transformed from confusion to hope. Victoria couldn't believe what she was hearing. "Your car? Nathan, have you lost your mind? We have a reservation. I have a photographer waiting." Nathan finally turned to face his fiancée. Nathan's words were simple and final. "Keep the ring, Victoria. Consider it compensation for wasting your time." Victoria's face froze in shock as she realized the ring was still stuck on Elena's finger. Victoria couldn't contain her rage. "You're choosing her, a cleaning lady? Are you insane?" Nathan's response was quiet but powerful. "Maybe. Or maybe I'm finally sane." Nathan turned his back on Victoria, walked towards Elena and Miguel, and gently took Elena's elbow. The 3 walked away down the hallway, leaving Victoria alone in that storage room, the room where everything changed. Miguel drove like lives depended on it. In the passenger seat sat Elena, and in the back, Nathan, the man who'd called her a thief just an hour ago. Everything felt surreal. Suddenly, Elena noticed something incredible. The swelling had gone down. The ring just slid off. She held it delicately, then placed it in Nathan's outstretched palm. But Nathan did something unexpected. He closed Elena's fingers around the ring and said, "Keep it. It was meant for a loveless engagement. Let it mean something real. Sell it. Pay for your mother's treatment." The Mercedes screeched to a stop at Mercy Hospital. Elena burst from the car and ran towards the entrance. Nathan and Miguel followed, but this was her moment, her race against time. Elena reached room 347. Her hand trembled on the door handle. Through the window, she could see her mother, so small in that hospital bed, machines beeping, eyes closed. The woman who'd raised her, who'd worked her fingers to the bone, now barely a whisper of herself. Elena entered the room and took her mother's hand. "Mama, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry." Then Rosa's eyes fluttered open. She smiled weakly. "Mija, my beautiful girl, I knew you'd come." From the hallway, Nathan watched through the window. He saw himself 3 years ago, arriving too late and never getting to say goodbye. He slid down the wall and sat on the floor, still in his dirty suit. For the first time in years, Nathan Cross wept. Hours passed. Nathan waited in the sterile waiting room. His tie was loosened, his jacket off, his hair a mess. He looked nothing like the controlled businessman from that morning. He looked human. Elena emerged from the corridor, exhausted but peaceful. She was surprised to see Nathan still there. "You're still here." Nathan stood up. "I wanted to make sure." "Is she?" Elena smiled softly. "Sleeping, peacefully. The nurses say she's stable." Elena thanked him for everything, for breaking the door, for the ride, for the ring, for giving her that precious time with her mother. But Nathan shook his head. He was the one who'd locked her in that room, who'd called her a thief, who'd almost cost her everything. Nathan's voice broke as he spoke. "My mother used to say, it's never too late to become the person you should have been. I never understood what she meant, until tonight." A single tear rolled down his cheek. Nathan came back the next day, and the day after that. He told himself it was to check on Rosa's treatment, but that was a lie. He came back for Elena. Over 3 days, something shifted between them. Day 1, Nathan in the waiting room, Elena surprised to see him again. Day 2, Nathan bringing coffee, Elena accepting with a shy smile. Day 3, both sitting together, talking, genuine laughter filling the space. In the hospital cafeteria, over terrible coffee and vending machine pastries, Elena asked the question that mattered. "Why do you keep coming back?" Nathan wrapped his hands around his coffee cup, then looked up and told her the truth. "Because when I'm here, I remember what matters. You remind me." Their hands moved closer on the table, millimeters apart, not quite touching, but the connection was there. 1 week later, Rosa was sitting up in bed. The color had returned to her cheeks. The treatments Nathan paid for were working. But more than that, Rosa had something to fight for. She wanted to meet the man who'd saved her daughter. Rosa beckoned Nathan inside with a mischievous smile. Come in, let me see the man my daughter talks about constantly." Elena's face flushed with embarrassment. Nathan entered cautiously, like a nervous teenager meeting parents for the first time. Nathan extended his hand formally, but Rosa ignored it and pulled him into a hug. Nathan's arms were awkward at first, but then slowly came up to return the embrace. His eyes closed, emotion washing over his face. Elena watched, tears forming, seeing something beautiful being born. Rosa held both their hands and spoke in Spanish. "This is a good man, mija. I can feel it, wounded, but good." A found family was forming right there in that hospital room. 2 months passed, Rosa was released from the hospital. Elena moved into a brighter apartment. Nathan went back to work, but differently. Everything was different. They'd built something real together, piece by piece. One evening, Nathan asked Elena to meet him on the rooftop, the same rooftop where he was supposed to propose to Victoria. A full circle moment, but this time, everything was real. Nathan turned to face her. 2 months ago, I stood on this rooftop as one person, arrogant, empty, chasing the wrong things. Then a cleaning girl got stuck wearing a ring and everything changed. Elena smiled. You changed my life too. You saved my mother. You gave me hope when I had none. Nathan moved closer. I didn't save anyone. You saved me, Elena. You showed me what it means to love without condition. Nathan reached into his jacket. Elena's breath caught. But he didn't pull out a ring box. Instead, he held out a simple silver key. I'm not proposing, not yet. We barely know each other, and I want to earn you, not buy you. What is it? Elena asked. Nathan smiled. The key to the storage room. A reminder that sometimes the best things in life come from being trapped with the right person. Elena laughed through tears. Nathan Cross, are you asking me to be your girlfriend with a storage room key? Instead of answering, Elena closed the distance between them. Their lips met. Time seemed to slow. The city lights came on below. The sky painted itself in purples and pinks. And two people who'd started as strangers, boss and employee, rich and poor, found something that transcended all of that. They found love. 1 year later, Nathan stood on that rooftop again. But this time, everything was different. This time, he was ready. Ready for the real thing. Ready for forever. Elena emerged from the rooftop door, transformed but not changed. Still the same natural beauty, but more confident now. She wore a simple, elegant dress, hair down, genuine smile lighting up her face when she saw the setup. What's all this? Our anniversary, Nathan said with a smile. 1 year since a cleaning girl stole my heart along with my ring. In that year, so much had changed. Elena finished her GED and started college. Nathan funded scholarships for hospital workers' children. Rosa was in remission. Miguel got promoted. Even Victoria found genuine love with someone real. Nathan stood and moved around the table. He took Elena's hand and helped her stand. They walked to the rooftop edge, the city lights twinkling below like stars. I have something for you, he said, his voice nervous in a way she'd never heard before. A year ago, I had a ring meant for the wrong person. I was going to propose for the wrong reasons. But then, fate locked me in a room with the right person, and I learned what love really means. Nathan lowered to one knee. Elena's free hand flew to her mouth. He pulled out a ring box, but not the original ring. This isn't Victoria's ring. I sold that and donated the money to the hospital. This ring I chose for you. It's smaller, simpler, but it's real. Elena Martinez, will you marry me? Not because I can give you wealth or status, but because I can give you my whole heart. Elena was nodding before she could speak, tears streaming down her face. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes! Nathan stood, lifting Elena and spinning her around. Their laughter mixed with music playing softly in the background, fairy lights blurred around them. They kissed deeply, not their first kiss, but their best kiss, the kiss of two people who'd earned each other. 6 months later, they married in a small ceremony at the hospital chapel, the same hospital where Rosa was treated. They didn't need a huge wedding, just the people who mattered. Elena walked down the aisle in a simple white dress. Rosa stood with her as both parents. Nathan watched from the altar in a simple suit, no tie, looking at her like she was the sun. This was no business transaction. This was love. When Nathan said his vows, he looked at the woman he had once called a thief, and he thanked God she stole from him, because she stole his heart, his assumptions, his emptiness, and replaced it all with meaning. 5 years passed like a beautiful dream. They bought a modest house and painted walls together, laughing through paint fights. Elena graduated college with a degree in social work. Nathan launched Second Chances, a program giving jobs to those society had forgotten. By year 5, they had a child,
a little 2-year-old with Elena's eyes and Nathan's smile. Rosa held her grandchild, healthy and happy. Miguel took their family photo. The old office building stood in the background, witness to how far they'd come. One day, they brought their child to the storage room, now transformed into a small library for building staff. The child asked innocently, "This is where you fell in love? In a closet?" Nathan and Elena laughed. "Not just any closet," Nathan said, pulling Elena closer, "the most important closet in the world." They sat on the floor, Nathan, Elena, and their child, reading together in the place where their love story began. Sometimes you have to be locked in to break free. Sometimes the worst moment of your life is actually the door opening to your best one. And sometimes the person you least expect is exactly who you needed all along. The key Nathan gave Elena, that simple silver storage room key, now sits framed on their wall at home. Below it, an inscription reads, "The key to everything." Because it was. It was the key that unlocked not a door, but 2 hearts. For everyone who's ever felt invisible, for everyone who's made a mistake, for everyone who's been trapped by their circumstances or their choices, your story matters. You matter. And your moment, your locked door that becomes your greatest blessing, is coming. Sometimes all it takes is one choice, one moment of courage, one person who sees you, and everything changes.
Please subscribe, like, and comment.